Hi, I'm Charlie Sauer, editor of U.S. Policy and president of the Market Institute Foundation. Today, we're looking at cryptocurrencies. What are they? How will they benefit the U.S. economy? What policies make sense? And the all-important, can I use them to buy beer or pizza? First, we need to talk about what cryptocurrency is. The simplest explanation is that it's digital money. The key is that this type of digital money can be tracked on a public ledger. Therefore, middlemen like banks and credit card companies can be cut out. This makes transactions cheaper and faster. The public ledger is called the blockchain, which is where you might have heard that term. To add new transactions, people around the world attempt to solve the next cryptographic problem. And when it's solved and verified, the next block is added to everyone's ledger. This can get complicated to talk about, so I'll also provide some crypto explanation links in the description below. But the takeaway should be that because control is decentralized, blockchains are even more secure than regular bank wires. So let's move on. Let's talk about the benefits for the US economy. You've probably heard about the cryptocurrency Bitcoin and the speculative trading of coins, but that's only a small part of the story. Bitcoin is only one kind of digital token, and it's really limited to only trading for something else. However, the act of moving a token across a blockchain has many applications beyond just paying for goods, and many kinds of digital tokens have been designed for different uses. For instance, American innovators are using the technology to revolutionize payment systems, as well as supply chains, contracts, logistics, record keeping, and delivering things faster and cheaper while reducing errors. But there's currently a catch because the US government has failed to act and clarify the rules. So many of these projects are in a holding pattern. Now, there are plenty of laws on the books to fight criminal activity involving cryptocurrencies, like money laundering. That isn't the problem. For legitimate companies using this technology, there is no regulatory framework for how to treat digital tokens based on how they're used. In fact, they're all lumped together no matter how they were designed or what they do. To further complicate matters, there are 8 different regulatory bodies vying to regulate cryptocurrencies, with the Securities and Exchange Commission as the dominant one. This is a problem in itself, but looking at just the SEC, the problem gets even worse. The SEC is using rules on cryptocurrencies that date back to the 1930s. That's almost 100 years ago. In fact, they're using rules that date back to when companies actually issued stocks on paper and traded them by hand. No one imagined blockchain technology when they wrote those rules. The hope, like with e-commerce in the 90s, is that the US government realizes that it has something big on its hands and moves fast to safeguard its progress in a responsible way. Now, that hasn't happened yet, and other countries have taken notice. From Britain to Singapore, they've been laying down regulatory frameworks to lure American developers overseas. In fact, while Washington drags its feet in solving the crypto regulation problem, China has adopted its own regulatory framework. In following their usual model, they've banned their own people from owning any cryptocurrencies except for the one token sanctioned by the state. It's called the digital yuan. It was issued by China's central bank, and it started rolling out in October of 2020. China is hoping that Washington will keep adding costs and pressure on American developers. This will let China beat us to market and allow China to have the market advantage of first actor. That wouldn't even be a possibility if the US government would just get out of the way and let our entrepreneurs be entrepreneurs. Look, we need a regulatory framework that makes sense, but that is going to take time. In the meantime, what we really need now is for the SEC to stop doing more harm than good, and that starts at the top. It needs to be led by someone that understands cryptocurrency and is committed to supporting the U.S. entrepreneurs and setting new rules. That might even mean that the SEC needs someone at the top who's willing to lose some of their bureaucratic power. We need someone at the SEC who is fully committed to helping the U.S. win the crypto race. Let's get back to the question about beer and pizza. That's the important question. The answer is yes. You can buy beer and pizza using cryptocurrency, but it's currently hard because companies aren't sure about the outdated regulations or the unclear future. But guess what? You already make digital payments every day with almost everything you buy. Cryptocurrency just means that we have the technology to make it cheaper, faster, and safer to do. We just need the government to get out of the way. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you like content like this, please hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.